last video on the characteristics of good prophecy was on time frame. We explained that all prophecies must be situated in a time frame, but the most difficult aspect of a good prophecy is to have an accurate time frame, because you are getting extracting your time from the spirit realm and interpreting it to the earthly realm. That makes it difficult. But today we'll be talking on witness. A witness to a prophecy is someone who receives the message of prophecy and believe it. Someone who receives the message of prophecy and believe it. Such an individual is called a witness to that prophecy. Now you can have group of witnesses. You can have witnesses that stretches to millions of people, but these are individuals who receive the message. Any prophecy that has no witness ends up with the prophet, with the messenger, and he dies with the messenger. And God does not like a messenger who does not have a witness to his prophecy. Prophecy is usually meant for people to hear. A certain people must hear the prophecy and believe it. That is a witness. And any prophecy that has no witness, the prophecy dies with the individual. So God does not like individuals who receive message of prophecy but there is no witness to it. There should be a witness. That is the edification, that is the propagation of your prophecy. You have moved your prophecy from you, from within you, to another individual who will not believe in that prophecy. Those individuals are called witnesses in prophecy. So if you have a message today, you should be able to share that message, and that message is called prophecy. Witness. The person that receives it is called witness. I think that is well understood. We will now move ahead to the next one, which is all prophecies must come with a sign. All prophecies must come with a sign. It's a very important aspect of prophecy that you shouldn't, as someone who understands that you need to discern the prophecy, you need to discern the truth in prophecy. Because I must tell you this, prophecies can be given as a falsehood. Yes, there are prophecies that are propagated from the satanic realm, and those prophecies are also in the future, and they also happen. Those prophecies also happen, but most of them are devoid of signs. Most of them lack sign. They cannot marry sign side by side with the actual target of the prophecy. Is usually difficult. So know the signs. Like in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 33, and Jesus said, "So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door." If you see all these things, know that it is near. Signs are part of God's will in prophecy. Signs are part of prophecy. That is why we say all prophecies come to pass. Reasons being that if the target prophecy does not come to pass because of prayers and fasting, the sign to that prophecy still remains. you will see it occurring. You will see it as a sign. Sign is not the target prophecy, but signs are important. It leads you to the target prophecy. So when you pray, for instance, you have a prophecy that is not good, and you don't want that prophecy to manifest in real life, you can go into prayer and fasting. And when you go into prayer and fasting, God decides to take away that predicament that would have occurred. What God doesn't touch, because it is not the target prophecy, is the sign. The sign. Know this: signs are not part of prophecy. They are important. That is why accomplishing prophecy, all prophecies come to pass, whether partially or complete. Partially or complete. When you have the signs, you see the signs, but your prayer and fasting has diverted the target prophecy, it is a partial fulfillment of prophecy. So this prophecy has been fulfilled. You've seen it partially because of the prayer. It means it was true. That is what makes it true. For instance, there was a prophet who gave, I wouldn't call the name of the prophet. He gave prophecy 2 years before the Ghana election, which resulted in the election of John Mahama. He said that God gave him a message. He called someone out from his church. He said, "You come." Because the mantle was on him. He was the sign actually. But the man who was giving the prophecy didn't know. I must tell you this. I watched it myself. He didn't know that that man he called out was actually a sign. It wasn't the target prophecy. The target message was that John Mahama will win the election in 2024, which he did. Today he is being sworn in as the president of Ghana. But what you have to know, the man he called out in the congregation in his church was not even a politician, was not aspiring to do anything. But along the line, he found himself contesting for a seat in the House of Assembly. But he didn't win. He didn't clinch that seat. But the man of God said he see him being part of John Mahama's government. That is what the man of God said. That God told him that he is going to be part of Mahama's government. Meaning John Mahama will win the election. That is the target prophecy. But the man he called out in the congregation is the sign. The man contested, but he didn't win. So signs may be accomplished, may not be accomplished. That is not the target prophecy. So don't be too attached to signs. The target prophecy is what you should be attached to. The sign tells you that this prophecy has come in partial fulfillment. So that is why we say all prophecies come to pass. I hope this